Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Please do make sure that you are subscribed and also like the video before Upomegiona. So listen, you guys, people always say that South Africa is like a movie. It isn't like a movie. South Africa is a movie. We even have storylines that involve the cartel. Listen, I don't know how I'm going to tell the story without putting my life in danger, honey. Because listen, okay, I want to live and meet the Lord early, okay? I want to make sure that when I meet the Lord, my hair is done, my nails are done. So I'm not trying, to do the surprise to the Lord. I'm not doing that, okay? So if you hear me speak Zulu in some parts in this story, it's because I love my life very, very much. Here's the thing, you guys, that I've always wondered when it comes to people that are dealing with illegal substances is that why do they need to do the transporting from one country to another? The ship, the ship, the aeroplanes. People are getting caught at airports trying to shushumbisa the stuff. What's happening, guys? What's happening? Because sometimes people are caught trying to bring it to South Africa. Sometimes they are caught trying to take it out of South Africa. Where is it produced? Is it so hard for them to do like local production? Like we always say, local is lekker. Even though we don't want this is Octola substance. But I'm just saying, for them, is it hard to produce it local? Why do they need to do the You understand what I'm saying? If somebody can explain in the comment section, we won't judge you. Okay? We won't judge you. Just explain in the comment section what is the need for them to do that. I never understand. Just produce the thing locally. You have enough clients here locally. So what it's just me thinking, guys. It's just me thinking. Okay. Now, you guys, on the 26th of March 2024, the sea rescuers get a call. 3 yes, listen, we are stuck here at 6. It's 6 of us on a boat and we have run out of fuel and the weather is not so good here and you need to rush and rescue us. The rescuers do what rescuers are hired to do. They go straight to where these men said that they were, and then they are rescued, back to shore, back to safety. It's 6 of them. They said that they went fishing and then ran out of fuel, and that was the issue that we're having. The rescuers are like, our work is done here. But what is strange about these men is that even though they had been or were supposed to be in distress, they kind of look like they are relaxed a little bit and somehow maybe even excited, but the rescuers are thinking, you know what, if you have been rescued from sea, you thought maybe you were going to die there and drown and all of that. So if you are rescued, maybe you are going to be excited, okay? So few minutes after they are rescued to shore, one of the members or one of the group members here, because there were 6 of them, calls a man called Peter Jaggers, okay, to report. Hey, boss, konke sekuhambe kahle, uyabona le nto yethu besiyiplana laphayana isikanjalo, okay? So what they are saying is that call was meant to let Mr. Jaggers know ukuthi now he can send the other boat to go and fetch something that was supposed to be at sea, which is what these men were supposed to actually fetch. But the rescuers and the police and everybody else, they don't know, because the police don't even know that this is a case when the police and the Hawks and everybody is supposed to be involved, honey, okay? So then they do the second boat, they fetch whatever it is that they were supposed to fetch at sea, and then it looks like the end of the story, and the group of 6 men and the boss, they are happy and they are about to live a happy life, because apparently whatever it is that they had fetched at sea was worth 6 billion rands. Okay, now you are wondering what it is. Okay, while we are sitting here, you guys, living a normal life at sea, kunezinto eziningi ezenzekayo, okay? So now they have this thing, allegedly, where they send the substances. When they want to send like large amounts of substances, they say that they put it in the container, okay? Put it in the container, and then they, put it in the ship, and somewhere at sea, they drop it. Okay, they drop it at sea. Then, the ship goes where it's supposed to go. Okay, then they call their connection here in South Africa. This is the cartel. Yes. The stuff we see in the movies, they call the amiable person in South Africa, okay, the person that is supposed to now do the transportation from the sea to the person that they are supposed to transport to in South Africa. Very dangerous people, okay, you don't want to know them, okay. So then that person goes to see, okay, what they do is that in the container, they put the GPS tracker situation on it, okay? So that when they are calling the middle person, they give them the GPS coordinate, okay? What do they call it? Coordinates. Yes, they give him, so he checks, okay, this is where it is. They get in the boats, they go fetch the stuff, they go transport it, they collect their payment. Sharp, sharp, middleman is happy, the receiver is happy, the sender is happy. Okay, so they are alleging that Peter Jaggers, who was a part of a gang, was actually part of that whole thing. Okay, okay, they are thinking he was supposed to be the middleman. But in this particular case, it was like, I'm done being a middleman, so I just want to now retire. Okay, but since I want to retire, I cannot retire without a retirement plan. And his retirement plan was to steal this package, okay, that was worth 6 billion rands. Now, you guys, they saw basically the first boat were supposed to be a boat that the senders of the parcel were supposed to think, because those were the people who were supposed to fetch the thing. But they get there, they do the whole dramatic thing, and then they go back, then they report to the sender to say, listen, we were not able to get the parcel because we had an accident at sea. The boat, I don't know what happened to the boat, but we were not able to get the parcel. Okay, that is what the story was supposed to be. Obviously, if the sender is going to call South Africa, the rescuers are going to say, yeah, there were 6 men that we ended up rescuing that had run out of fuel. Okay, and maybe we had to leave their boat there by the sea because, we just rescued their lives. Now, you guys, the second boat now was supposed to now go there and fetch the parcel, okay? While they are thinking the first boat had an accident, they were not able to collect the parcel. What is not clear in any of the articles that are written about the story is how come they thought that the sender was not going to be able to locate the parcel when the parcel had a GPS thing on it, okay? But yeah, it works for them. They take the parcel, they do whatever it is that they want to do with the parcel. Okay. Now they've called the sender, let them know the mission wasn't completed because of weather at sea and whatever. Okay. Maybe send another parcel boss. Okay. But boss is like, listen, you think you are an equal player here. Okay. So, Mr. Jaggers, again, they are saying to be a leader in this whole thing. So, after some time, he gets a call, you guys, okay? He gets a call from the Colombian cartel. He gets a call from them. They are saying, listen, we are going to be in Joburg soon, and, the boss would like to meet with you. Would you travel to Joburg? So, I think that the cartel just pretended that they don't see that he had done something. Okay, so listen, come to Joburg and make sure that you check in at a hotel. Everything is paid for. The boss will tell you when you are going to meet. The thing of the movies. The thing that we watch in the movies. That is what was happening in this story. So then, you guys, he takes one of his friends. Then they go, I think it's William Peterson and Peter Jaggers, they pick up, they go to Joburg. Okay. So mabefika ke eJoburg ke they checking in a hotel. It's like royal treatment. They're like, we have arrived. Okay, they get royal treatment, and then they are told, because there's a car that is going to pick you up to go now meet the person now that you are supposed to meet. Okay, you've been working for us for a long time. It's time to meet the boss. Okay, so they get in this car. It's just them and the driver. They drive off, and then after some time, the car stops. There's another man that gets in the car, and then they drive off. And then after that, it goes quiet. Because Mr. Jaggers had a wife, the wife gets worried back at home because now he's not calling, and guys, like, listen, you usually know when your man is doing some, dealings, okay? Now she gets worried because she can't get hold of him. She goes to the police. She reports, "Go to my husband, went to Joburg for a meeting. I can't get hold of him. I can't call him. I can't. He's not returning my messages and whatever." They open a missing person's case. Okay, then you guys, they get a call. Okay, what is very strange about this call is that it's somebody with an accent. The accent of the movies. Okay, yes, the accent of the movies is like, listen. We've got him. How much do they want? Okay. I don't know, 50 million, I think. They say, listen, we've got him. Okay. We need 50 million to release him. But it's the accent of the movies. You know? Now the wife is like, well, am I going to get the 50 million rents? Okay. So she calls the friends that she knows. Her husband hangs out with these people. They must know what's going on with this whole thing because they are hanging out with him. Calls the gang there to say, listen, this is what these people are saying. The gang is like, we don't have 50 million rands. Okay. So then the last call that they receive says, listen, we're not playing games here. We need the 15 million rands. And then you can get him or bring back our parcel. Okay. Whatever you did with the parcel, bring it back or give us 50 million and then you get him alive. Otherwise, but if you don't do that, you know what's going to happen to him. The gang even tries to negotiate with them to say, please let us work for you for as long as you want us to work for you to pay back the 50 million. They're like, listen, you think we're playing games here? If only that was it. It goes silent. Okay. For some time, you guys, he is a missing person. Him and his friend are missing people because when they asked where he is during the phone call, they say he is on his way to Colombia. And honey, you don't want to go to Colombia. Have you seen the prisons in Colombia? You don't want to go to Colombia. But you guys, it goes silent after that. But one day there by the Val River, somebody says something and then they're like, no man, that looks like a person. Okay. They call the police. The police call the rescuers. They end up finding two bodies and it is Mr. Peter and Williams, and apparently they had tied something heavy on them and dropped them at sea. But it looked like before they do that, they were tortured. Okay. And that's what ends up happening to the two of them. Okay. Then you guys, that's how they were found and then get brought back home and then they were buried. But the question is, you guys, nobody knows what happened to the package, the one that they were fighting about. Did the Colombians end up getting the package, or was the package delivered and then Mr. Peter got the money? There are still questions, but okay, he ended up not enjoying the money after that deal. But guys, I was thinking, did they think that they were going to be able to cross the cartel? Yes, so that's what happened, you guys. Here in South Africa, I think the bodies were found like in June this year, June 2024, when he had the first thing that had like them calling the rescuers that first time, it was in March. So from March until June, this is what happened in South Africa. Yes, you guys. This story, I'm wondering why people are not talking about it as much. Or maybe they are like me, scared for their lives. Anyway, you guys, that's what happened. Okay. I'm thinking, how brave of them. Yeah. The people with the accent in the movies, you don't know how scary it is. You'll be feeling like you did something wrong, but you are sitting there watching a movie. Anyway, you guys, that's all that happened. Okay, I guess the police got involved after he was kidnapped, but it was like too late, and they tried to find him. He wasn't found up until that person was walking by the Val River. They saw the person, and then they discovered. So obviously, whoever it was that was responsible for that had already left the country. Okay. And I'm sure the police were happy that he had left the country because I'm sure that our SAPS don't really want to deal with stuff like that. I don't even know if they are equipped to deal with stuff like that. Okay. So that's what happened. What had happened was the container Yes. Anyway, you guys, tell me what you think about this in the comment section. If you think, you guys, that this is a tale, just Google it. Google it, or even search for the story here on YouTube. There are people that have spoken about it. Scary stuff. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in its hand. Kakul.